A lot of people were wondering what would the number be for AEW Rampage on its debut edition, and we got that result. We got that answer. AEW Rampage this past Friday night garnered 740,000 viewers, with a total of 396 viewers in the 18 to 49 demo, according to WrestleNomics. Friday Night SmackDown garnered just over 2 million viewers. And look, we were never said it was gonna compete with SmackDown. That's never the intention. But on a Friday night at 10 p.m. for a wrestling show, a 1 hour long wrestling show, to have 700,000 people watching is a huge deal, especially right off the bat. And that is why TNT is said to be very satisfied with the debut numbers. And the other aspect to factor in on this, again, is that a Friday night at 10 p.m., 1 hour long wrestling show that is essentially a secondary show, whether we like it or not, to Dynamite, it beat NXT, which airs on a Tuesday in primetime TV. It had more viewers. I don't care whether it's the first one. I don't care if they popped the rating. It had more viewers than NXT. Trevor, what does this number indicate about AEW Rampage? Are you surprised by it?
No, honestly, I'm not. I mean, because we talked about this, and honestly, you have, and this is just my take on it. You have a company that is hungry, right? A company that is still established itself, still young, with great talent, great young talent, and is hungry. Is going to do whatever it needs to do to establish itself as a real contender. The people who are new to wrestling, even the casual fans that are tired of the old Rochambeau that they're seeing with WWE, are going to gravitate toward it, because again, if you've been a wrestler as long as I have, been a wrestling fan as long as I have, like, you gravitated toward indie promotions. You've seen some of these guys on AEW in like Chikara and New Japan, ROH, IPW, all these different places, and you're like, oh, I know this guy. He wrestled over here. Oh, I know this guy. He wrestled overseas. They got this talent. Oh, wow. And it's kind of like they bring in new talent almost every week, because they debut new talent on Dark and Dark Elevation. And so you're like, okay, and the average fan will take a look and get drawn to it. So no, I'm not surprised that the Hungrier line is getting more viewers, because, I mean, let's just be honest. Being on top so long, they're not hungry anymore. They're not as hungry as they used to be. AEW is hungry. They want to make themselves a big company. So no, that doesn't shock me. And honestly, when they go to Chicago, it's going to be higher.
Oh man, we'll talk about the first dance, but it's only up from here as far as the second week goes for the first dance, because I think a lot of people expected. So here's the thing: I was very skeptical about whether AEW would do as well as some people thought. A lot of people thought, oh my God, AEW is going to do this amazing rating. Like, people thought they were going to get 1 million people on this show. And I was like, no. They were never going to pop 1 million on this show. The first dance, maybe. That's in that guy possibly could, but I don't. But I always thought it was going to be. I was always very conservative with my estimate, because I was like, let's be honest, it's a Friday night at 10 p.m. Even though a lot of people are conditioned to watch wrestling on a Friday night with SmackDown, I thought there was going to be a substantial drop off there. But 740,000 people is a very good number. I thought it would be somewhere around 700,000. The fact they got 40,000 more than I think exceeded my expectations. And the all-important demo, they did very well in the demo. They did very well. On a Friday night at 10 p.m., they got nearly 400,000 people in the key demo that advertisers take seriously, that the networks like to look at. That is a huge accomplishment. Tony Khan should be patting himself on the back. He should be patting on the back the entire roster. Kenny Omega, Christian Cage, everybody was on that show, from Britt Baker, from Red Velvet, and even Miro and Fuego del Sol. It was an amazing night, and you know what I got from it? Trevor, watching Rampage was one of the most fun times I've had watching wrestling.
A lot of fun. It was
It
a
was
lot of fun.
my dad and I haven't watched wrestling together in a while. You know, we're both busy. He's not as interested. I told him sit down with me. We were both tired. We came back from like a wedding like that night, and I was like, let's just watch. It's like an hour-long show. Let's just watch it together. We watched it, and my dad was like loving it because it was perfect. That's one thing about AEW Rampage that I think people underestimate. The fact that it's only an hour long, some people see as a crutch. I'm like, it is great. You know why though? Because it'll never overstay its welcome. Never will AEW Rampage overstay its welcome. It'll never have too much. It'll never have, like, okay, the show is dragging out because it's an hour long. It'll always leave you wanting more. And then that'll lead to more viewers on Dynamite. That will lead more viewers to next week on Rampage, which is what you want when you're trying to build a brand. So I think it's great.
I think that hour time slot from it makes it work more in its advantage than a lot of people think. Like, because like you said, it's not going to disappoint you at this point. It's not trying to do more than what it's capable of. It's just providing you with an hour of big matches, and you go home happy. And also, side note, that commentating team was very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. All right, someone needs to tell Chris Jericho to stop like screaming into the mic. That would be.
Yes. Someone
would
needs to tell Mark Henry to not eat the mic because he's very close, very close on it.
Yeah, it's good you mentioned the commentary team because I was thinking, I was like, yeah, we were gonna see right who was gonna be the kind of odd man out of this group, and look, like Jericho screaming and all that kind of stuff was a little too much. I was like, calm down, Jericho, but. It's weird to me, or at least for me, the odd man out kind of that I could see, like maybe not them pushing out, I think it could be Mark Henry because I liked Mark. I like hearing his voice, but I mean, give him a few weeks. Like I'm not saying do it immediately. Give him a few weeks, maybe make a rotation or something with him and Taz because I
feel like he's not sold on what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, but I think that also comes with confidence. It's his first time commentating, so I don't want to I'm not trying to say bury Mark Henry, but
no, not at all.
But I do think 4 people it was a lot, especially on a 1-hour show. Like it was a lot. That's the one thing.
And it was very jumbled, and I felt like information was coming out everywhere. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to this person and this person's talking, and you're like, fuck, what's going on? Like it was very jumbled.
Bring back the Golden Boy. Bring him back, Tony Khan.
What was his name?
Not Alex Jabali. That's someone totally different. I don't remember what his name was, but bring him back. But yeah, Rampage was amazing. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.